Yo, what is going on, guys? Christian Studios back with another video, man. I'm gonna be just doing a nice little, I guess, mukbang, bros. Today's my refeed day, so I thought, you feel me, why not record and stuff. Christopher's not here, it's just me alone, man. Honestly, I don't really know what I want to talk about in this video, bro. I guess I'll keep you guys updated on what I've been doing for the deficit. So starting, I would say June 1, I kind of, and also I got a Halo Top birthday cake, and I got a chocolate mocha chip, man. I mean, bro, I can't even talk. But yeah, anyways, so starting June 1, man, it's the beginning of the new month, bro. This is my last month of cutting. Hopefully I get to my desired leanness, which I would say I kind of want to aim for at least like 12% body fat. I don't know what my body fat is right now, to be honest with y'all. I would estimate maybe like 15% right now. And hold up, I gotta find my spoon real quick, bro. All kinds of messed up, my boy. Anyways, alright, anyways. Yeah, so I would estimate, man, probably like 15%, maybe, give or take. I probably should post some pictures one of these days, but you know, my obliques and my abs are starting to come in a little bit more. Which is nice, bro. And dude, what? Oh, anyways, he is here. So I'm gonna start with the birthday cake, bro. But anyways, screw the food, man. Just enjoy the food, enjoy the vibes, man. It's a Saturday and stuff. I'm taking the weekend to chill because I've been going pretty hard, and also I'm starting to get sick, so I'm not gonna be training today. Just gonna take today off, carb up. Maybe do like 3,500 calories or something. But anyways, this is a solid flavor. Anyways, starting June 1, bro, we gotta go crazy and stuff. On June 3 is when I started the Echo Stack. So I guess I can give you guys a little bit of a review with that one. I'm not gonna go fully in depth with it right now. That's gotta be its own video and stuff. But what I will say is it's one of the best hunger suppressants I've ever had. It's better than Rousing. I think it's better than DMA. It's better than DMHA. It's better than boron, just about anything you can really get that's over the counter. You know? It's mad potent. And in terms of dosages, I usually stack it with some caffeine and Rousing. I've been running the Rousing / Alpha Yo, X caffeine, X aspirin, X ephedrine stack. Ephedrine sulfate to be exact, at about 50 milligrams fasted. And Rousing at about, it depends. I've been cycling it on and off. So like in the beginning, I'll start with 3 milligrams, and then by the end I'll do 6 milligrams, and then I'll cycle off for a few days and then return back to 3 to 6. And caffeine, well, caffeine I've been doing at about 1 gram a day. I've been drinking caffeine for a minute, man, so I mean, it kind of always hovers, like, honestly, between like 300 and 500 yearly. And then when I start cutting and working a lot, it can raise up to like 1 gram usually, and I usually cap it at that, because after 1 gram I feel like you're just, you know, frying yourself. You don't really get much benefit anymore. But yeah, man, the Echo Stack, the Rousing, all them fat burners, plus MK677 fasted, you gotta take your growth hormones, bro, like fasted. Now some will be saying, bro, MK is not like that. Well, if you look at the papers and stuff, if it's identical to GHRP6 in the body, then that means when you take MK677, if there's insulin present in your body, you had some carbs, you even had some protein, fats, because I assume that those also spike insulin, you're not going to really get your growth hormone, and then you're not going to get your lipolysis, which is the process of fat mobilizations and oxidations. So how are you supposed to lose weight? I think if you're bulking, also if you're bulking, you got to be taking MK fasted, bro. But especially if you're aiming for fat loss. Now, when you take the stack, you gotta give it about 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then you're gonna start doing some activity. If your tolerance is low, it's gonna force you to do activity, honestly, because every time I've taken the stack, like, I can go from like being tired, bro, to all of a sudden I'm like fidgeting, I'm on edge, I'm sweating a little bit, stuff like that. And yeah, man, so it's been a great addition, specifically the ephedrine, because I had already been doing pre's, I had already been doing, you know, gorilla mode lightning, my proteins thermo, total war, rosine, caffeine. I've been doing all those all of May, and those worked. But bruh, starting like, I would say the end of May, even those weren't really enough to curb my appetite. I was kind of so aggressively doing so much activity that it got to a point where it's like, even those, I could still feel the ghrelin just being through the roof and stuff, and I was just mad hungry. So I thought, bro, it's either I'm gonna give in, I gotta willpower through this, or I gotta find something else, bro. And so that's what I did. You know, I had to go with the feature, bro. I had to get something new. It was either a feature or DMA for me. I knew I just had to get something, bro, to make it easier on me. You know? And someone will be saying, bro, just willpower through it. I did. I literally did, bro. And if you see me looking to the right, it's because I'm parked in a place that I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be parked at. I just had to find some shade, bro, because I just got done shopping. But anyways, to talk about my day and stuff, I woke up at 6 in the morning today. 5, actually, like 40 to be exact. I kind of prepped for work, and then I kind of went back to sleep, and then woke up again like at 6:10, something like that. We went to work, came back, and throughout work I was kind of debating, like, do I still use today as a deficit or not? And then I thought, you know what, screw it. We feel a little tired, and I've been feeling kind of tired, but you know, it gets to a point where, like I said in my last video, when you start noticing that you're holding water and you're not losing weight, and you know, mood fluctuations and X, Y's, and Z's, I feel like that's a good time for you to throw in a refeed, you feel me? Throw in a refeed, even if it's just one day, for the psychological break, get a little bit of carbs in you and stuff, and then go back right at it the next days. You know, do like a cycle or something. Do something like 4 to 3, or like for 4 days you go hard, maybe like 2 moderate days, and then like 1 easy day. You feel me? Or 1 day that doesn't even matter. Now don't go too crazy on your day off, because if you don't have a crazy metabolism, or you don't have a lot of fatigue, or you're not completely depleted, you're probably gonna spill over. That's why, honestly, I've only kept my refeeds for really just like 1 day, you know, Cause I kind of like to enjoy my days that I eat a lot. You feel me? It's like either I eat a lot and I actually enjoy myself, give myself a break like completely, or I go on a diet. Like it's like, even though, you know, they say the scientists, bro, and people say, you don't really get the metabolic like benefits from doing just one day. That's like a maintenance. Psychologically, for me, and this is for me specifically, I feel like it's better for one day. Let's just say I do 5,000 calories. Then if I split, let's just say like 3K into 2 days or something like that. You feel me? Because it's like I either want to take off or I want to go hard. I don't really want to almost like be prolonging like the refeeds and the this and the that, you know? But that's the way I see it, so, you know, everybody's different. But yeah, this whole week, man, I really had to just push the stems like crazy just to get through like the two jobs, man. Training, cardio, the deficit. I had some of the worst insomnia this week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like only just recently, like the past 2 days, have I been actually getting like my 5-6 hours of sleep. Before that, most of June, like from June 1 to June 5, bro, I was getting like 2 hours of sleep a night, and I was up for like 20 hours. You feel me? 22 hours. It's like I was tired, but I couldn't sleep. You feel me? And that's like the worst. You know? It's mentally draining. I genuinely thought I had some insomnia or something. But I still pushed through. Like I said, this is just part of the game when you're aggressive, kind of, man. You either take it lightly or your body enters such a stressful state, it thinks, bruh, my boy's famine. He ain't gonna make it. Let's keep him up all night so you can find some food. Even if you've been up for the days or a day. Even if you've exhausted yourself. I'm talking, you trained, you had a physical job, you had another job, you did cardio. If your body detects that there's not enough food around you or in you, it's gonna lead to insomnia. It's gonna lead to restlessness, bro. Now, I would say it's not necessary to get to that state, but you know, when you're pushing the cut aggressively, it's gonna get like that. Or it can. It probably will. Eventually, once you don't have enough body fat. Or even if you do have enough body fat. Although, I do think that once you're like, oh, I feel like around that 50% mark, cutting like 3-4 pounds a week without the usage of like ephedrine, ralosine, all that, just gets so much harder, you know? Like, it's not like when you're 20, 25, 30%, where honestly, the weight just slides off, bro. You know, my first 20 to 30 pounds, my weight just slid. Like, I was still cutting aggressively, but I felt good. Like, I didn't really have much side effects. I could still get sleep. I was tired, but I wasn't, you know, tired restless or like tired stressed or, you know, stuff like that. But it was enough of like the side effects, bro. to give you guys like I guess a little review of the week. I think the first 2 days of this month I ran like 2,800 to 3,000, and then I was like, you know what? Because at the end of May I was like, I was really stressed out with eating like 2,000 to 2.5, so I bumped it up to like 3,000 for like 2 days. But then I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not intuitively. I'm not feeling like I'm in the same fat loss, and obviously I'm not. Slash, I wasn't. You know, because I bumped calories, obviously. But you know, 2 days at 3,000 was enough for me to be like, you know what? It's time to drop it back down. So I dropped it back down, and I ran about, on average, like 2,300 calories. 23 to 2,500 pretty much. You know? And that was honestly pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Like, see, that's the thing, man. You have a lot of things in your vehicle, bro. You can't even find nothing. It's on the ground, bro. Ice cream was on the ground. That's crazy. No, yeah, but going back to what I was saying, and man, this joint melted. And yes, I'm licking the foil. I don't like wasting my food. I really don't. That's what it looks like. But anyways, what was I saying again? Oh, I don't know what I was saying, but like I said earlier, I guess. Oh, I think I was saying something about like 2.4 being pretty good. I felt pretty good. I was still able to train hard. And so that's what I ran with for like the past couple days. And this morning I woke up sick, so I was like, you know what? I wasn't really intending on doing a refeed because I felt pretty good. But since I'm sick, if I still cut aggressively, I'm just gonna prolong being sick for a minute. So I don't want that. It's better to get it over with, eat a little bit more, feed my body, let it do its thing, and then get back at it, than kind of like try to cut, but you're also dealing with sickness, so body's just too stressed out, type cortisol through the roof. I had something like that happen to me about a year and a half ago when I was working at Amazon. I was cutting, and I had to catch the cold, bro, and it lasted like a month or two. Normally you're done with colds by a week, but because I was cutting aggressively, and I was working a manual job, unloading trucks, but it was over. So you gotta learn from your old mistakes and stuff, you know? You can't do the same thing and expect a different result. But anyways, that's honestly the video, bro. I'm gonna enjoy this ice cream. The video's already born on like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Drop a like. I know everybody says that, but just drop it. Or at least drop a comment, bro. You don't even gotta like, honestly. Just drop a comment. Hey, what do you want to see? Because a boy be thinking a lot, man. A lot of ideas. But I'm always like, should I? Should I not? So, if I could see exactly what people want to see, it'd give me a little bit of a better kind of blueprint, I guess, on like, I guess, certain topics. Because me and Christopher have a lot of knowledge, bro. We really do. When it comes to stuff like this, so. Anyways, that's the video, man. Chris and Sue signing out.